Hey everybody, it's Beth. Welcome to Infinite Garden. This video today is mostly about my curly hair care, although I do have some other products that aren't really specific to curly hair, but I wanted to share some new products I've been trying out that I think are great and I wanted to let you know about. If that sounds good to you, please stay tuned. I'm going to go in an order that makes sense to me, but I'll leave timestamps down below so you can click around at will. The first product I wanted to share with you that I've been trying for a while is by Verb, and it is a dry shampoo specifically for light hair. If you look at the nozzle, it is slightly lavender. I think this is designed both for platinum blondes, but it works really well for people with silver or graying hair. My hair type isn't necessarily the best hair type for dry shampoo. It seems as though the folks who really benefit from a dry shampoo have straighter hair that is oily and they deal with oil buildup pretty regularly. I wanted to try it because sometimes I blow my hair out and I was hoping I could use a dry shampoo to extend my blowout another day or so. And while I think this works pretty well for me, I don't experience the same weighing down from hair oils that folks with straight hair do. So it's not as much of a need for me. But I will say my husband has that type of hair. It's fine and can get oily and he wears it pretty short. And he has found that this has been very useful for him. He also is salt and pepper. He tried this for the first time just the other day. He had some errands he wanted to run and then he wanted to hit the gym afterward and he didn't want to have to end up showering twice in the same day. And so he used this just to get him through the errands so he didn't look so all over the place, and came back after running around and he said that he loved this and he wanted to take it over. So this now lives with his products because I don't know that I need it as much, but I wanted to share it with you because I know a lot of people who watch my channel don't have my specific kind of unusual hair texture and are more likely maybe to have texture that would benefit from a dry shampoo. I think this one's really great. It is $20 for 4.5 ounces, which makes it $4.44 per ounce, and I'll be talking about the price per ounce of all of these products. So if you are a silver sister with fine hair and you deal with sort of oily hair sometimes, you've been looking for a dry shampoo, I just wanted to throw this one out there for you. Recently on my channel, I reviewed Sisley's Hair Ritual Clay Mask. I love that product. I became very fond of using it maybe once or twice a month when I felt like my scalp needed a refresh, but it's very expensive. It's about $100 for the product. And before I repurchased it, I wanted to try some other products that were on the market first, just to see how it compared, to see if maybe I could save a little. And I tried this clay mask from the brand Bread. Now this is $34 for 8.3 ounces. It winds up being $4.09 per ounce. I'll include some video of me applying it in the background, but last night I did apply it, to my scalp and then combed it through with my fingers all the way into the ends. The product asks you to sit with it for about 20 minutes and I ended up sitting with it maybe for like a half an hour or something like that beforehand. I didn't feel any drying or irritation. Today my scalp feels really good and balanced. It doesn't feel like I've strained it with the clay mask. But I will say, when I did get in the shower to wash my hair, I used my beloved Aveda Cherry Almond shampoo last night, and it did require 2 passes with shampoo to get all of the clay out. I don't think that's abnormal, but that is something that I did notice. It did take a little extra shampoo to get my hair clean from it. But I think it's good. I will plan to use this entire tube. And if you were interested in a clay mask because of my Sisley video, I did want to come back to you with some options that weren't so expensive. This one might be a good one. I did purchase this one at Sephora. This is a brand that does cater to hair types that are closer to my own. And I think this product does work well if you do have textured hair. Next, I have a leave-in curl cream. This is a new product to market and I found it because I got a sample of it from Sephora. This is from Kerastase. It's their new line Curl Manifesto. So this is their leave-in curl cream. I originally received a little, foil envelope of it and I'm going to include some footage I took with my iPhone the morning I woke up. So what my method has been here is maybe not necessarily recommended always. I've heard people say not to do this, but it is what I do and I think it works pretty well. It's what I did for my hair today. So what I'll do is I will wash my hair at night and I will put the product in my hair overnight, and then I wind up putting a towel down over my pillow and I pull my hair up over it and I sleep like this with my hair above me, and it dries. When I wake up in the morning, it winds up being very bouncy and very full, and I don't wind up having any flat spots. This has really worked well for me. I prefer it to diffusing. I feel like sometimes when I diffuse, my individual hairs that don't wind up getting locked into curls wind up getting more activated and it ends up looking pretty frizzy. I find that if I can just let it air dry all the way, that I get a better curl, and the air drying takes forever. So doing it in the morning and waiting for it to air dry could take me half a day. So overnight works really well for me. So that's what I did. That's my method. I tried the sample a couple of weeks ago and woke up and said, Eureka, this might really be a great product. And I ended up buying the full size. This retails for $45. It's 5.1 ounces, so it's $8.83 an ounce. Kerastase is a high-end salon line. This does have a strong smell. They're saying that one of the main ingredients is Manuka honey, and I do think that it has that kind of warm honey smell. It smells a little delicious. If you don't like scents in your product, you might find this to be somewhat overwhelming. It is a lovely scent, but it's strong, so keep that in mind. What I like about it is that it is colorless. I feel as though I'm getting nourishment, but also some definition, and I'm not getting any crunchiness or casting. The product also says that it has coconut oil. So some people like that for their hair, some don't. For me, I'm okay to use coconut oil, especially if I'm not going to be using any heat. So if I am just air drying, I don't mind it at all. I've really liked this and I was excited to get my full size. And this morning, I'm really happy with how my hair looks. I'm thinking this might be a really great product. But I didn't just use the Curl Manifesto leave-in cream. I also added a tennis ball sized, is it tennis ball? That's probably too big. Golf ball, wiffle ball, lime. I'm somewhat sports challenged, but I do know my fruits. I used about a lime size amount of Shu Uemura's Awa Volume Mousse. This is a product that I've used for years and I think is useful if you don't necessarily have very thick hair. This is maybe I would use slightly more than that. And this I just sort of like added into my damp hair all over. This has become a really critical step for me because I feel as though it does help with the definition. Maybe I should have just used the Curl Manifesto solo without the mousse, but I've come to love this so much that I kind of don't ever want to try it without it. Perhaps I should have used the Curl Manifesto on its own merits, but I did add this mousse because I have found, generally speaking, that it helps me control my frizz and it helps with curl definition. My mom also loves it. I got my hair texture from my mom. My hair curls a little more than hers, but this, textured hair came from my mom. And she is experiencing, I hope I'm not blowing her up there. Sorry, Mom, she does watch my videos. My mom has found that this product has restored some of the volume that she's missing now that her hair is just a little thinner in some spots. I really hope she forgives me for talking about this, but I bring it up because I know that's a common concern. I see comments about this. Some folks have talked about how they're losing some hair. If you do happen to have use for a mousse, maybe you have some texture or wave in your hair and you're experiencing some thinning, you might find that this particular product is good for giving you soft hold and lift. I think any mousse would be. I do happen to really like the Shu Uemura line. I do know that it is pricey, so I am sensitive to that, but I also wanted to say this is good and it doesn't really take very much. So this one goes for $42 for 5 ounces, which is $8.40 an ounce. It's in line with high-end salon grade products. I love using it with my leave-ins because I do feel as though it helps to provide additional hold without stickiness. It's colorless and it has a bit of a light floral scent. I would say it kind of smells a little bit like a white floral soap. It's pretty subtle. Not too strong, but again, there is a scent here. So if you're sensitive to scents, you might not love that. I happen to like scents in my hair products especially, and so I don't mind it one bit. The Kerastase Curl Manifesto leave-in and the Shu Uemura mousse are how I got my hair looking like this today, which I think it's looking pretty good. I'm actually happy with how my curls look this morning. The last step I took today was to use this refresh spray, also from Kerastase, from their Curl Manifesto line. This is their Curl Refreshing and Restyling Spray. This one sells for $45 for 6.4 ounces, which makes it $7.03 an ounce. This one also has the same pretty strong scent that the leave-in has. I noticed it more with the spray than I did with the leave-in. I can still smell it now, and it is kind of a warm, delicious, maybe it's coconutty honey smell. It's pretty nice, but I do think it might compete with a perfume. Depending on the perfume that you wear, this might be complimentary or it might clash. I did use this on my hair this morning when I woke up because I had a couple of areas where I felt like I could use just a little bit of refinement. Let me show you a video that I filmed before I used the curl spray. I do think the curl spray revived this particular piece here, made it a little springier, less flat. So I'm happy with that. And I generally am looking forward to having a refresh spray. I will say that these Curl Manifesto styling products are turning out to be an excellent match for my hair texture, which is really quite curly. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these products? Do you like dry shampoos? Do you use mousse? What about clay masks? I would love to hear from you, especially if you have any products you would recommend. I know that all of these products do tend to be on the medium to higher end, so I'm always open to hearing about other products as well that are out there. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well out there, and I hope you have a great week ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Talk soon.